Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and will stretch out my hand against thee, and will make thee most desolate. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai being the true name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. And shalom to you brothers out there laboring in all truth and sincerity. Ezekiel 35:3. Let's get this in the blue letter. I'll start at 2 because, hey, it's 2025 and the Lord is plaguing Babylon. He's plaguing it from the east to the west. He's plaguing it from the east with severe winter storms, severe cold fronts on the agriculture area, and he's plaguing the west right now with fire, with wildfire. So you had the elements belong to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and he has the angels plaguing this place. He has the angels manipulating the weather to plague Babylon, because hey, we've been putting up curses on this place, man. This is the fruits of the works of the men of the Lord. It reads, I'll start at 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And let's get that Mount Seir in the blue letter. It reads, out of Bible usage, a patriarch of Herites, but the next one says the inhabitants of Edom. The inhabitants of Edom before the descendants of Esau. But the point is that it's the wherever Esau dwells. He dwells right here in Babylon, aka America. So we are prophesying against this place, and the Lord is showing out for His men. Verse 3, it says, and unto it saith the Lord power, behold, I, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee. I will make thee most desolate. So you know the Lord gonna overwhelm. He gonna overwhelm the inhabitants of Babylon with plagues, and right now He's plaguing them with the weather, with the elements. Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know I am the Lord Yahweh. Because who else is doing it? People gonna be wondering and want answers and praying to sweet Jesus for things to let up. But things are only ramping up, and we gonna keep putting curses on this place. We gonna keep praying that the Lord plague this place with many more things to come. Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquities had an end. See, yeah, it's been too much bloodshed on this place. So what the Lord got to do? Destroy it. It has to be destroyed. Too much bloodshed of the apple of His eye, the children of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, has been shed so much blood on this land, it has to be destroyed. And the hell with them people over there going through it in California right now. Good for them. And that, speaking of that, because the Lord is plaguing this place, you see? This is updated today on the 8th at 3:32. These are just some pictures of what they going through right now. They say firefighters are overwhelmed. These people houses are getting burnt down. As the Lord is plaguing this place. Why? Because the blood of the children of Israel has been shed on this land. And look at this. They living good out there. So you know what? Good for them. They living, as the scriptures say, they living deliciously. We'll get a little bit of this article. Fighters battle into the night against the wildfire that roared through the affluent Pacific Palisade neighborhood in South California on Tuesday. Let's get that real quick. The Palisade neighborhood. Let's see. Pacific Palisade neighborhood. Let's get a little bit of information on this. Pacific Palisade, Los Angeles. It says people also ask, is Pacific Palisade a wealthy area? It says the Pacific Palisade neighborhood has long been home to some of LA's wealthiest residents. You see? Hey, so Jake pushed to be in ghettos. You Israelites are pushed to live in ghettos. Well, the majority of us pushed to live in, ghettos. So, hey, it have been cases where houses has been on fire and the suburban, in the urban places, and they left Jake in there to burn. They'll see the house, they'll know it's Jake in there, and they'll act like they can't. They'll let the fire get bigger and bigger. It's been cases of that, and let the people die in the house, or whoever left in there die in there. They'll pretend that they can't do anything else. They can't get in there and save them. It has been cases of that. So, hey, that ain't nothing with these people going through compared to what's happened to the children of Israel. Even the wicked of our people. But point is, these people over here living deliciously. So I'll read a little bit more of this. Southern California on Tuesday, destroying homes and forcing at least 3,000 residents to evacuate. Yeah, people evacuating. The fire departments are overwhelmed and forced to pack it up and give up. I'll scroll down. Let's see. I heard it was winds up to 100 miles an hour as well. They ain't nothing but Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai doing that. 100 miles an hour wind and fire on one side of Babylon and plaguing all the Middle East. Not Slovakia, not the Middle East, but the Midwest with extreme cold. It reads, the fire has scorched almost 3,000 acres by Tuesday night, burning with velocity that astonished fire officials. Okay, but that's the point. Yeah, it's too overwhelming for them. It done got too out of hand. They didn't have to tell people to evacuate. Look at that. Look at that. They out there living good. Look at that. Nice houses. Let's get that real quick. This is in Revelation 18. It reads, and after this I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And this is 18 and chapter 18, verse 1. I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. It has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Yeah, wickedness is exceedingly polluting this place. It's inhabited by none but devils. Them ain't nothing but devils living over there, living deliciously. Verse 3, it reads, All nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance, through the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah, these people that wax richer and richer. They out there living good. So, hey, the Lord plaguing them. The Lord sending judgment that way. But the point is, in verse, let's just keep reading. The point is down a little bit. It says, verse 4, it says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye may not be partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. Yeah, come out of her, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Come out of her spiritually and mentally. Of course, we gotta live here. It's a lot, but yeah, come out of her spiritually. Do not partake of her sins. Do not worship the things that the Babylonians worship. Do not worship what these average Americans worship. Don't live like them. We are set aside. We're a holy people. We are separate. Turn back to your power. Yeah, which is the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, which is a so-called black man. And his true name is Yahushua, and the Father's name is Yahweh. For her sins has reached... for verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heavens, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have remembered her iniquities. Yeah, the Lord haven't forgot, man. And that's what weak ass plantation Christianity teach you, to forget about what the so-called white man has done unto the children of Israel. Just forget about it, and they can partake. They can have parts of the kingdom. When the Lord set up the kingdom, they can come too. They can get deliverance too, which that's a damn lie. The Lord haven't forgot. They want you to forget. Oh, just forget about it. Forget about us burning your houses down. They used to burn Jake houses down in post-slavery. The Klan coming up on your yard with setting shit on fire, throwing shit through the window, burning up shit. The Lord haven't forgot about that. So this is just a wrath of His anger through the elements. And they want you to forget about it through plantation Christianity. That's why Christianity is through, man. But verse 6, this is the point coming up. Reward her as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, in the cup which she had filled to her double. So this place gonna get a double portion of the things that they did to us during slavery. It's gonna get it double. Okay, but this is the point in verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. Them people over there in these places, and what place was that called? Let's get that again. The name of that place, Pacific Palisades neighborhood. They over there living deliciously. We just got it. Look at that. Look at that. Look how that look. Look at that, man. Oh, that might be something else. I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe that's it. Neighborhood, and look at that. Look at that, man. They living deliciously, man. We just got it. It said it's one of the wealthiest LA, some of LA's wealthiest residents. That's the point. I'll get back to the script. Um, where is that? Okay. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she has said in her heart, I sit a queen, and no, I am a widow, and am no widow, and see no sorrow. See, they think they can't be touched. They think through money they can't be touched because they sitting nice. They can't be touched, but guess what? The Lord touching them, because everything belongs to Him. The everything, this earth belongs to Him, so He can plague you through the elements, and that's what's going on. See, hey, what's the pictures we just seen? The other ones, I'll go back to it, but this the point. So much torment and sorrow give to her. So much torment and sorrow give to her. Remember them pictures. Remember those pictures. Look, torment, sorrow, torment and sorrow, torment and sorrow, and you will have, and you Negroes will be praying. Talking about pray for the people in California right now. Yeah. But I'll get back to this. She saith in her heart, I sit a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. See the pride of these devils? Hey, but the Lord ain't forgot. The Lord have remembered the iniquities, man. Okay, I'll get this last one. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who judges her. But this is, this fire will be the ultimate fire that's coming, which is those thermonuclear missiles from World War III. That's what this place really got coming. That's that ultimate fire. That's nothing compared to what's coming. But the point being, they living deliciously and think the Lord ain't forgot about nothing. Okay, I'll get this other article, and that's going on. That from the I think I got this from the Farmers Report. It says what this week's winter wallop means for the farmers across U.S. Oh, and on top of that, I had got some more info. California is the biggest agriculture state in the U.S., producing most crops and livestock and generating the most agriculture cash receipts. So see, it says production. California produces about 11% of the nation's agricultural sales. It's the leading producer of almonds, pistachios, pomegranates, and walnuts, and half of the country's fruit and vegetables. My dad used to run produce from California. This was back in the early 2000s. He used to, late 90s, early 2000s, run produce from California back this way. But yeah, so there you have it. The Lord is plaguing Babylon on both ends. But let me see. Let's go back to this one. What this week's winter wallop means for farmers across the U.S. A nasty dose of winter weather has plummeted much of the U.S. from Canada to East Coast, Kansas to East Coast, leaving many Americans to dig out of the blizzard, including farmers. So see, the Lord is plaguing it from one end to the other, and more is on the way, with the polar air expected to continue to grip some places until at least Friday. That's the point. I think is down here. I'll scroll down a little more. I think it's over here. It says they're doing that stressful part of making those decisions on how they're going to farm this year, what they're going to grow. So some things may be grown, have to be grown, and some things can't be. Olson said. I think he's like the head of the agriculture or something like that. It's just a lot of pressure on agriculture at this time of the year. Let's see who this guy is. Oh, okay. Carolyn Olson is an organic farmer in southwestern Minnesota who is also the vice president of Minnesota Farm Bureau Federation Board of Directors. Okay. So the point is she said it's a lot of pressure on agriculture at this time of year. Livestock producers dealing with generational storm. Check that out. Generational storm, something that they haven't seen in the whole generation. It says biting wind and big drifts from almost a whole year's average snowfall in a single storm are hitting farmers in some part of Kansas in a way we haven't seen this in ways that we haven't seen in this area for a very, very long time, potentially a lifetime. So see, they're seeing weather that they haven't seen in a whole lifetime. That ain't nothing but Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai plaguing this place on both ends. Hey, because the men of the Lord has been prophesying against Mount Seir. Okay, but because the Lord is visiting this place, according to 2nd Esdras 9. It says, and he answered and said, measure the time. He answered and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is visiting this place. Chariot sightings, terrorist attacks, so-called T attacks, and hey, now look at this. You know, with the weather, with the elements. So that's it. That's all until next time. You know, may the Lord continue to plague this place all the way down until the next time. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Until the next time, Shalom.